we've got this idea of freedom from discrimination. You'll have noticed that discrimination is something that keeps cropping up in human rights, and for good reason, of course. Discrimination is something that's very relevant to human rights and making sure everyone's treated fairly and equally. So Australia ratified the International Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Racial Discrimination in 1975. Article 1 of the convention gives us a definition of what racial discrimination is. So any distinction, exclusion, restriction, or preference based on race, color, descent, or national or ethnic origin, which has the purpose or effect of nullifying or impairing the recognition, enjoyment, or exercise on an equal footing of human rights and fundamental freedoms in the political, economic, social, cultural, and any other field of public life. So this is where we're looking at all of those different areas where people may be discriminated against: race, color, etc. And it's saying that anything that is preventing the recognition, enjoyment, and exercise equally to others of human rights and freedoms in any of those public life areas it is not allowed. So there are several federal laws that guarantee freedom from discrimination. So we've got the Racial Discrimination Act, the Sexual Discrimination Act, the Australian Human Rights Commission Act, the Disability Discrimination Act, the Fair Work Act, and the Workplace Gender Equality Act. So it is interesting to look as well at the years associated with each of these acts and see what were the key issues across the different generations and when things came about. So in Queensland, the primary law that protects your right to freedom from discrimination is the Anti-Discrimination Act. And Commonwealth laws and state and territory laws generally overlap and prohibit the same type of discrimination, which is what you'd expect. You would hope that the federal level and the state and territory level are on that similar wavelength to make sure that there's cohesion across the country.